Welcome back. We have a breaking news coming in as far as the chaos at Calcutta Stadium is concerned. We're learning that Mamta Banerjee has taken to social media to apologize to Messi and also to the fans as well. Also saying that an inquiry panel has been constituted by the West Bengal government. She has said, and I quote, "I'm deeply disturbed and shocked by the mismanagement witnessed today at the Salt Lake Stadium. I was on my way to the stadium to attend the event along with thousands of sports lovers and fans who had gathered to catch a glimpse of their favorite footballer. I apologize to Messi as well as to all the sports lover and his fans for the unfortunate incident. I'm also constituting an inquiry committee under the chairmanship of Justice Ashim Kumar Ray with Chief Secretary and additional Chief Secretary, Home and Hills Affairs Department as members of this committee. The committee will conduct a detailed inquiry into the incident, fix the responsibility and recommend measures to prevent such occurrence in the future as well. Once again, I extend my heartfelt apologies to all the sports lovers." So there on social media, she has mentioned that, in fact, an inquiry committee has been found. And she's also said that she has apologized to Messi as well as to all the sports lovers. She has said that inquiry committee has been constituted and that will look into the responsibility measures that will be taken to prevent such things in the future as well. Let me go across to my colleague Meenakshi. Meenakshi, take us through what West Bengal Chief Minister has put on social media.
Well, absolutely, Akansha. There is a political, scoring which is happening on all the chaos and mayhem we saw at that event, that messy event in Kolkata. Mamta Banerjee, the Chief Minister, has finally responded. There is a lot of political heat, obviously, on the football fever there. The Chief Minister of the state now responding to the chaos which we, witnessed at the stadium there. She says, and I'm quoting her verbatim, "I'm deeply disturbed," says the Chief Minister, "shocked by the mismanagement which was witnessed today at the Salt Lake Stadium. I was on my way to the stadium to attend the event along with thousands of sports lovers, fans who had gathered there to catch a glimpse of Messi." Then this is the very, very crucial part where Mamta Banerjee says, "I am sorry, I sincerely apologize to Messi as well as to sport lovers and the fans for the unfortunate incident." She says, "I am constituting an inquiry committee under the chairmanship of a retired judge. The CS or the Chief Secretary, the additional Chief Secretary, Home and also a Hill Affairs Department members are going to be included in this committee." This particular committee has now been, Akansha, told to conduct a detailed inquiry into the incident, fix responsibility, recommend measures to prevent such occurrences in the future. Again, going on to extend a heartfelt apology to all the sports lovers. So this is a statement which has come from the side of Mamta Banerjee. One, she's apologized, and two, she has constituted an inquiry committee constituting of a former judge, CS and other members. The work of this committee, to reiterate for our viewers, most importantly, to fix responsibility. Who's accountable? Who's responsible for the mess which was witnessed today at Messi's event?
Absolutely. And Meenakshi, we're learning that this mess has triggered politics in West Bengal. The Bharatiya Janata Party is asking for the resignation of West Bengal Chief Minister, saying that it was her responsibility to make sure that there was law and order situation there and complete management as well. All right, we have breaking news coming in as far as the politics is concerned. We are learning that the BJP has questioned the law and order in the state of West Bengal. Listen it.
पश्चिम बंगाल में आज जो घटना घटी वो दर्शाता है कि पश्चिम बंगाल में तृणमूल कांग्रेस ने कैसे पश्चिम बंगाल को बना दिया है, क्योंकि पूरा जो प्रोग्राम है इसमें शुरू से लेकर अंत तक पश्चिम बंगाल में जो प्रोग्राम हो रहा है वो पूरा तृणमूल ने हाईजैक किया है। तृणमूल के सुजीत बोस से लेकर अरूप विश्वास से लेकर सारे मंत्री इसमें लगे हुए हैं। पैसे की इसमें लूट हुई है। 5,000 8,000 रुपये की टिकट भी बेची गई, उसमें टिकट की भी कालाबाजारी हुआ, इसमें करप्शन हुआ। मतलब तृणमूल कांग्रेस रहेगा और करप्शन नहीं होगा, ये तो हो नहीं सकता। इसमें भी करप्शन हुआ। बोतल जेब होके वो भी तृणमूल के लोग हैं, अरूप विश्वास के लोग बोल रहे हैं लोग कि अरूप विश्वास के लोग हैं। तो पूरा मेसी का मेज बना के रख दिया तृणमूल कांग्रेस ने और तृणमूल कांग्रेस एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन ने।
Let me once again go across to my colleague Meenakshi. Meenakshi, we are hearing that the Bharatiya Janata Party has been pinned the blame on the TMC, questioning the law and order situation and also saying that people of West Bengal have been looted.
This is exactly what we were talking about, Akansha, earlier, how this entire mess has taken a political turn, a political war of words, a slugfest of sorts has broken out. We heard what Mamta Banerjee had to say. Inquiry committee constituted, Mamta Banerjee, BJP taking pot shots at the state government there. What is Amit Malviya of the BJP saying? And there are many other BJP leaders who are, making a very similar point. Amit Malviya, I'm going to quote him, the parts which are, important from what he had to say. He says it's a huge disgrace in the heart of Kolkata. It's going to remain etched in the pages of history. Then he says, quote unquote, purely for political reason, an internationally renowned player like Messi was brought to Kolkata after the installation of a bizarre 70-foot statue of him. Then he goes on to say that people were misled into purchasing the tickets, which range from 8 to 10,000 rupees, and due to poor management, Messi was not allowed to even stay for the program, was taken away. As a result, what occurred was nothing less than a major scam. The people were angered. Then he goes on to describe what happened, and then he says that for bringing an international player like Messi to West Bengal, playing with emotions of ordinary people, pushing them towards such serious risk, the state sports minister must resign immediately. So the BJP basically pinning the blame on the TMC government, saying that it's the government which is responsible. What does BJP say? BJP says it's total embarrassment on an international stage. Then goes on to say this is Shehzad Poonawala of the BJP. TMC leaders that surrounded him, the fans were denied. This is the allegation BJP is making, that TMC leaders had access to Messi. The fans did not get any access to Messi, which is what also led to this sort of stampede, also invoking the Bengaluru stampede. Shehzad Poonawala taking pot shots at the Mamta government, finally going on to say, scenes of chaos, and I'm quoting him verbatim again, scenes of chaos, complete mismanagement at Kolkata Salt Lake Stadium, angry fans forced to throw bottles and chairs from the stands after being pushed to the brink by total mismanagement. Mamata Banerjee must go. So this is really the sum and summation of the attacks which are coming in from the side of the BJP. Akansha.
All right, so the BJP there pinning the blame on TMC, saying that it was the responsibility of the government there, but they have failed the people and also looted the money of the people as well. TMC there pinning the blame on in fact, as far as the operators there are concerned. Thanks so much, Meenakshi, for all the details. Let me once again go across to my colleague Shivam, who's been tracking all the details. Shivam, what was meant to be a global spectacle now has turned into a global embarrassment for the country. So take us through what really happened there that led to the chaos.
Akanksha, the event was supposed to start at this particular stadium around 10:30 when Messi was supposed to be here, then Shah Rukh Khan was supposed to be here, Chief Minister was supposed to be here. But the event starts on time, but in this particular ground where you are seeing currently these police officials in line, all the security in charge is currently now being asked to form a line so that they could be briefed here for a moment, and now you can see them all standing here. In this particular stadium, Messi arrives, the entire crowd cheers. For the first 5 minutes, he was surrounded with a lot of people. The crowd felt okay, after some time he may come on mic, he may speak something about it. Nothing happens for the next 15 minutes. He just keeps going on from one side of the stadium to another side of the stadium, but the people could not see Messi. They were only seeing a Messi crowd. The people who were surrounding Messi, the bureaucrats, the VIPs, having courts, having these VIP passes that they were saying, they were going inside saying that we have the VIP passes. So they were all surrounding. Even on the big screen that is in the stadium, people could not see Messi. Not even an inch of his hair was visible, what the fans are saying. And after 15 minutes, after completing 3-4 rounds, he just exits from the stadium. And then the disappointed fans, then the fans who were agitated, who were waiting here for 5 hours, who were in line for another 2-3 hours outside, they started, shouting, screaming, booing. Suddenly they realized that even a lot of security officials have also left. The organizers are also not in the stadium. And then the throwing of the bottles, then the throwing of the chairs starts. Suddenly we are seeing the food items being thrown on the ground, the security officials wearing the helmet, trying to protect themselves, and then the organizers, the VIP, were slowly exiting. Soon we have seen the boards around the stadium. These boards are just out. They were on the entire ring, and on the opposite side, these boards were broken down, were thrown down. The people were screaming, the people were shouting, booing the administration, booing, the kind of arrangement that has happened. One segment of the poster has also fallen on this side as well. Now the media has been also asked to vacate this stadium as the police officials are currently present here. So the situation here is again still tense. There are certain fans on the above stands who are still screaming and shouting, and now they were eventually removed. So again, what was meant to be a celebration, what was meant to be once in a lifetime moment for a lot of people. Since morning we have been reporting how people across gender, across age gap, from all across the nation, people from Chennai, people from Bangalore, our Assam were coming just to get a little glimpse. But when they did not get it, even after paying, as what they are saying, 25,000 rupees for a single ticket, then paying extra 100 rupees for a water bottle, then 300 rupees for a bunch of a burger. After paying all these things, after standing in the queue in the sunlight, they did not get to see their football legend for whom they came. After that, they became angry, and then the cheering of these, the posters, the throwing of the chairs started again. How justified it is from the part of fans is also something that we need to question. But again, the disappointment could be seen in the entire stadium for now.
Absolutely. Stay on with us. In fact, we have a reaction coming in from the Trinamool Congress, the ruling government there in West Bengal. They blame the organisers, asking why were gallery spectators deprived. No plan by incompetent organisers that was given. People deprived because of the organisers. So on one hand, the Bharatiya Janata Party is pinning the blame on a TMC, calling it, in fact, a law and order situation, absolute lawlessness and disorder. On the other hand, now TMC there pinning the blame on the organisers. Let me go across to my colleague Meenakshi. Meenakshi, what is the Trinamool Congress there saying?
Well, absolutely, Akansha. So a blame game of sorts has really broken out. We told you what the BJP has had to say. BJP blames law and order, TMC government. TMC, what is the TMC doing? They are blaming the event organizers. They are pinning the blame on the private organizer. This is Kunal Ghosh of the TMC. What did he say? Let's read his post verbatim. He says, why was Messi surrounded by a crowd of hooligans? Why wasn't Messi kept alone during the stadium lap? Why were the gallery spectators deprived? Did this enhance Kolkata's reputation? Why did incompetent organizers, let's underline this, incompetent organizers leave even a mark of minimum planning? So basically what the TMC is doing, washing its hands of the entire mess, saying that it is the responsibility of the organizers, who the TMC is calling incompetent, going on to say, attacking the organizers. It's Kunal Ghosh who says that it's because of these organizers, some hooligans, that everyone was deprived, Kolkata was shamed, spectator anger justified. So this really is extremely crucial and significant, Akansha, the fact that TMC is blaming the event organizers, saying that, well, chaos happened, the mess happened, it shouldn't have happened, but who's responsible? Well, haul up the private organizers.
Absolutely. Questions are being raised on the event management. Who is responsible is the major question. BJP is pinning the blame on the Trinamool Congress as far as the lawlessness is concerned, saying that responsibility lies solely on the Chief Minister, Mamta Banerjee. On the other hand, TMC in fact has now pinned the blame on the organisers. For more on this, let me go across to my colleague Shivam, who's there at the stadium tracking all the details. Shivam, now the question is about accountability, about the event management as well. There were lakhs of people there at the stadium. So now who's responsible is the major question. BJP is pinning the blame on the Trinamool Congress. TMC is saying that organisers are responsible. They had to take care of the situation there, not the police.
Well, Kangshan, it was on the expected lines also. The politics of the blame game will now begin. Now this was all passed to the organizers from the administration, but it is a notice that even the police was also present here. The security officials were also present here, who comes under the state government as well. So what the government was also doing, and do the people even knew what actually was supposed to happen? Because from what the media reports, from what our sources, we have got to understand that initially there was a penalty kick that was supposed to happen, then there was a match that was supposed to happen. None of this happened. So did anybody has any clarity on what was supposed to happen, what actually happened? What was this Messi tour about, right? The way, we knew in Hyderabad there's going to be a match. But when it comes to Kolkata, when we had a word with the organizers also before the tournament, they were also clueless. They were also saying that there will be some kind of a dance. But what dance? Who will dance? From where that will all happen? The logistical part of this event, apart from the hype that has been created about Messi starting his tour, the logistical part, the administrative part is a responsibility of both the organizer as well as the security officials who were currently present here. Because if it was just a part, on the part of the organizers, why these police officials are still sitting there? What are these volunteers, these police officials doing in the ground? If it was just a matter of the organizers, there were security officials also here. There were proper crowd management there. The traffic police was also outside. So after all this thing has happened, now putting the entire blame on the organizers is something that at least the ruling party who is in charge of the security should not do. But again, Kunal Ghosh blaming the entire thing on the organizers. But again, the NOC must be taken from the government only. The organizers must have announced this event 3-4 months prior. All the permissions were taken from the airport to the hotel. All these things were under the lens of the government. So now what actually happened on the part of the government? Why was not the crowd, easily asked to move out? Why they were asked to even stay inside the stadium after Messi has left? And for how long the event was supposed to be for? Because ideally, it said that it was a 2-hour event, but Messi left after 25 minutes. So for the next 1 hour and 25 minutes, what were you supposed to do? These are the questions that now the administrators and the organizers both need to respond. And first of all, they should take the accountability that this is a failure of a collective failure, a collective drawback when it comes to the implementation part, and not putting the blame on each and everyone apart from their own party.
All right, stay on with us. I'm joined by Soumik Bhattacharya of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Thanks so much, sir, for connecting with us. How do you look at this chaos that unfolded in West Bengal? Because now TMC is saying that it was the responsibility of the organizers and not of the police at all.
Who is that organizer? Why is not it been arrested? Why police rampantly lathi charge on the people? It is too unfortunate. Everybody should know what is happening in West Bengal right now. The state is being run by some goons, by some luteras, and I think Ms. Mamta Banerjee, Honorable Chief Minister of our state, she should be answerable for that. The entire ministers, they are involved in it. How he got that opportunity for bringing Messi to Calcutta? Is it for the promotion of football, popularizing football in West Bengal? Not at all. Football is a very popular game for Bengalis. It is already popular in West Bengal. And in the name of the Messi, they have minted money like anything. People purchase tickets at the cost of 11,000, 20,000, 30,000.
Right.
A bottle of water is being sold today, 100 rupees within the stadium. Do you imagine the quantum of the loot? And one minister is very much involved. He already set up a Messi statue in a prominent place of VIP Road. So many ministers are also present there. State government, continuously they are saying that only organizers are responsible. Then law and order situation is being maintained by the organizer. Is it desirable statement from a responsible government? It is most unfortunate affair, and I think all responsible persons, those who are involved in this match, they should be punished under any circumstances, including the ministers of Trinamool Congress also.
All right, so BJP there pinning the blame on Trinamool Congress, seeking resignation of Mamta Banerjee, and TMC on the other hand pinning the blame entirely on the organizers there. Thanks so much, sir, for connecting with us. And with this, a short break.